The 1918 to the 1920s flu epidemic, also known as the Great Influenza Epidemic or by the common misnomer Spanish flu, was an exceptionally deadly global influenza pandemic caused by the H1N1 influenza A virus. The earlier documented cases were March 1918 in the state of Kansas, in the United States, with further cases recorded in France, Germany, and the United Kingdom in April. 2 years later, nearly a third of global populations, or an estimated 500 million people, had been infected in 4 successive waves. Estimate of the death rate from the 17 million to 50 million, and possibly as high as 100 million, making it one of the deadly pandemics in history. The pandemic broke out near the end of World War I when wartime censor in the Mediterranean countries suppressed value to the maintain moral, but newspapers freely reported to the outbreak in neutral Spain, creating a foreign presence of Spain at the epicenter and leading to the Spanish flu misnomer. Limited historical epidemiological data making a pandemic geography origin indeterminate, with the competing hypothesis on the initial spread. More influenza outbreaks disproportionately kill the young and old, with the higher survival rate in between, but this pandemic had unusual high mortalities for young adults. Scientists offer several explanations for the high mortalities, include a 6-year climate anomaly affecting migrations of disease vectors with increases likelihood of spread through body of water. The virus was particularly deadly because it triggered a cytokine storm, ravaging the strong immune system of young adults. Although the viral infections were apparently no more aggressive than previous influenza strains. However, the claim that young adults had a high mortality during the pandemic has been contested. Malnourishment, overcrowded medical camp and hospital, and poor hygiene, exacerbated by the war, promoted bacterial super infections, killing most of the victims after a typically prolonged deathbed. The 1918 Spanish flu was the first of 3 flu pandemics caused by H1N1 influenza A virus. The most recent one was the 2009 swine flu pandemic. The 1977 Russian flu was also caused by the H1N1 virus.